Finally. It's been a while.
But yeah, we're finally. What's it been, like a month
Yeah.
or something? I'm sorry. But we're gonna be talking about Riverdale, episode 10, which I think is called Pincushion Man or something. And I saw that title and I was like, what does that even mean? Is there a new garbage bag killer or whatever his name is? He's just gonna be a pincushion, which I don't even know what that is. And then to my surprise, it wasn't. It was something else, which was even weirder than I thought.
Yeah.
But you're in for a surprise. We have fucking aliens. We have fucking
moths.
we have fucking prison escape.
Oh, moth aliens.
And we have fire.
Aliens.
All in this one fucking episode. But yeah, like I said, sorry. We were going to do it. Was it like weeks ago, but we just forgot. But yeah, this is the last episode.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out something after.
Just forgot.
We forgot, and then we were gonna do it one week, and then we just like didn't do it. And then, but I think it's coming back July, right? Because after this, we're caught up to it, right?
Yeah. 2 more weeks, and then 2 weeks today is. I just looked.
Right. So and then we're back to fucking. And we're actually. Was it not on topic? We're actually caught up.
Yeah.
After this.
Yeah.
And
it's
then,
shocking.
Yeah, I know, right? And then I don't know. I guess we talk about something else for the next 2 weeks before we get back onto Riverdale.
I guess.
But yeah, I guess we'll just get started with it.
Yeah, I mean,
think it. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Well, I mean, it is Jughead at work.
Yeah, it's them at the chocolate shop, right?
Yeah, and then him and what's her name?
Fuck, I was gonna say too. Because we kept putting it off. I think I've watched it 2 or 3 times, and that's 2 or 3 times more than I wanted to.
Tonight, yeah. What's her
but
name?
I think it's Tabitha. I could be wrong.
Tabitha. Yeah, Tabitha. So they're dancing, and surprise, surprise, they make out.
Right? Yeah. They fucking just make out out of nowhere.
And I'm like watching this, and I'm just like, wow. I'm so surprised at this sudden turn of events. I could not have foreseen this 3 episodes ago.
Just say it in the most monotone.
Yeah.
I could not have foreseen this. Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's been hinted at that they're like, ooh, we're gonna be in a relationship type thing. And then they kiss, and then they do that awkward thing of like, oh, I'll just get back to work. Type of thing. And then, yeah. And then what happens after that?
Oh, yeah, because the previous episode, Betty's, I don't know, husband's love / ex-husband / booty call / we have no fucking idea, shows up.
Right, yes.
And it looks like Betty's actually in trouble, but apparently everything's all good.
Yeah. This part I was confused in when I first saw it. I was like, what? I was still confused even when I was watching it the second time around.
And then
I was like what? Because like literally the last time you see them in the last episode, she's fucking pissed at the guy. And then this next scene, it looks like they had sex because they're like in the bedroom, and he's like in a robe, I think, or something, and she's like putting on clothes or something.
Out of the shower.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, did they just have sex? Did they sleep together? What the fuck is up?
Also, Betty's mom was like completely mortified of her last episode, but things are all good now.
Yeah.
And they explain it.
It's like the writers completely forgot what they fucking wrote, like literally the last episode. They were just like,
you know
what?
what we should do? You know what there should be at the end of season of Riverdale. They make the writers like write a final exam based on the screenplays they wrote for the entire season, and see how much they remember, and see how much they remember.
You mean like a thing of just, what do you remember that you wrote? What do you remember that happened?
And if they fail the exam, the show's canceled.
If they fail the exam, they cut off like a quarter of their brain, and then they rehire them for the next season. This is what they've been doing for the past 6 seasons.
Yeah.
Or 5 seasons or whatever.
Basically.
They tell them what they wrote, and then they completely forget, and then they if they get it wrong, which they do, they cut off more and more parts of their brain, which makes them more stupid.
But they already have no brains, so
yeah,
your plan is defunct.
That is true. Yeah, because like I watched that whenever I watch those scenes, because it's like back to back. I was like, did they forget what the fuck just happened? Because Betty's all like fine with the dude, and then her mom is all fine with Betty after that. I'm like, what? Weren't they both just at each other's throats, like literally, like the day before?
Yeah. No. I think that. No, it looked like Betty was in trouble with him because he seems to be like her boss, kind of, at the FBI.
Yeah,
so at the end of last episode, it looked like Betty was in trouble. But no, shit's all good now.
I know, but that's what I mean.
For no reason at all, though. Like
she's all super pissed at him because she like rats him out, or he rats her out. But then it's like they're just fine with it. The next, she's perfectly fine with it.
They don't even remember what they wrote.
Yeah.
But Weatherby is instructing the teachers that it's parent-teacher interviews or whatever, and it's really important because this can make or break whether the school stays open. Blah 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 blah. She and Kevin are doing the school tours, and that's fine. That's actually a pretty normal scene for Riverdale, and I can't believe I used Riverdale and normal in goddamn sentence.
Yeah. I was gonna say we should mention too, I think in this scene with Betty and the guy, they're talking about the case again, I think?
Yeah.
And he mentioned something about her not being on the case, and then her being...
No, Jughead not being on the case.
Yeah, but she also mentions that they're working, the FBI is working on the thing, and she's no longer working on it.
Oh, but we have a special project to do.
Yeah, basically.
Other than having sex, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's very special too. But...
It had to do with, like, her father. And the fact that I think they stalk people on the Lonely Highway, I think.
Right, yeah, there's some sort of information like that. And then, they also dropped the bombshell of, like, her father, and, like, what happened to him. And, like, basically he's dead, I think.
Oh, no, we knew that.
Oh, we did? I had no idea.
I'm pretty sure we knew that.
When did they say that?
By pretty sure, I mean it could go either way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, by pretty sure, I mean 50-50.
Like,
I'm 50% sure about. I'm 10% sure about 50% of the time.
Sure, like, yeah, he's dead. Did we know that? Maybe, but we would have found out at least a couple seasons ago, and we don't remember what happened 2 seasons ago, so we didn't know he was dead.
No, I'm pretty sure it happened in the time skip, because he's still alive, not in the time skip. Or before the time skip, he's still alive. I think it happened during the time skip of like the 7 years or whatever.
Oh. Did it say how he died?
I don't think so, but he just mentions it like he's dead. I'm like, wait, what?
I don't think so.
And then I was like, oh shit, okay, he just died, I guess.
Dude, that guy, like, maybe he's not dead, because that guy escaped by cutting off his own hand. Like, come on.
Wait, what? Who?
I think there was an episode where like the Black Hood escaped from prison and it involved like cutting off his own hand.
Right, yeah, that's true.
So
maybe he is actually still alive. It's actually just him as the fucking trash bag killer. That's his name. Yes. I actually forgot because that's how long it's been fucking been.
You know what? I think it could be Betty's dad.
Yeah.
That'd be a great twist, except it's not really a twist if we're predicting it right now.
Well, I was gonna say that would be a great twist, but not actually really great at all.
Because the show's shit?
Because it's just Riverdale.
Anyway, Veronica wants Chad to sign the divorce papers.
Right, yeah.
And he's like, babe, we'll come to New York. Come see Daddy.
Yeah, he's being just a dick for fucking...
Yeah.
Just for being a dick's sake.
His name is Chad.
That is true. And all Chads are fucking... stupid.
I hope Chad doesn't watch this stream.
I hope Chad doesn't watch this fucking video later.
I should have told at the beginning, hey, hey, Brulu and I are streaming our Riverdale podcast. Can you imagine if he was watching and you said, yeah, all Chads are stupid? Oh, man. And then, Cheryl and that chick who I really couldn't give two shits about are gathering maple syrup and
fucking Asian girl.
Yeah, they're like a thing in their like
right. Yeah, they show up and they're fucking just like hugging it or whatever. They kiss.
Yeah,
I'm like, god damn. Fucking everyone just moves on so quickly in this fucking universe.
I know. And then there's no maple syrup, so she sees her quote-unquote nanny about it, and she's like, oh, blossoms are supposed to be unhappy. That's what, you know, makes the curse not work.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck are you talking about now?
Some stupid-ass blossom curse or something. And then they have to be unhappy or something for something or other, I don't even know.
And then Cheryl's just like, well, that's a load of bullshit, and then leaves.
The one fucking time she's like, I don't believe you, fucking grandma. And I was like, okay, why are you changing your tune all of a sudden?
Even if, like,
because, like, one week she's like, oh, I believe you in the curse.
No, but, like, this is the same Cheryl who had her family members over for dinner and then told them they're actually eating their family members for dinner. This is, I don't know.
This is the same one where it's like 1 week she'll shoot, or like 1 week she doesn't believe it, and then the next week she's like, yeah, I believe in the fucking curse or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like 2 episodes later she'll be like, no, actually I believe it now. And you're just like, wait, what? There's no like consistency as usual with the writing.
Yeah. And then that guy wants Jughead to finish his book for some article.
Right.
But Jughead's having like writer's block or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, do what you have to do, blah blah blah. And then here's this next scene. It's Hiram talking to Reggie about...
Oh yeah, this too.
Palladium? The fuck?
Who?
Like, this is so random. He's mining for palladium. Like,
oh yeah. Did you write that down? Because I didn't even...
No, I had to like rewind it and I had to figure out what word he was saying because I'm like, the fuck are you saying right now? And you think palladium.
Were you fucking reading lips through a fucking stills on a Netflix thing?
No, I just rewound like a couple of times,
Mm.
and yeah, it's palladium. So it's like mine at the back of the prison. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck is coming out of your mouth?
Isn't he
And
doing
he's
that?
like, yeah,
He's doing that because of, or it's underneath the blossoms or something, right?
no, the quote unquote palladium vein is underneath the blossom groves.
Yeah,
So
that's what I mean.
He's getting Reggie to. He wants to buy that land so they can mine it for palladium.
Yeah.
So he's like,
So yeah, this whole thing, he's like, I
he's
want to
like,
get the blossom thing or whatever.
yeah. So he's like, I'll take care of the mining the palladium at the prison, but you get the groves. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. He wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to do with the prison or something too. Some sort of thing that he wants to do. But yeah, I was gonna say, this is another thing where it was along the same vein of Betty and stuff, and the Betty and her mom and all that, with like,
Oh yeah.
of just being like, what the fuck? They don't remember what they just wrote the last season or the last episode. Like, what's his name? Remember Reggie gets mad and then he goes on the opposite. He like, it starts rooting for the opposite teams. For Riverdale, the football thing.
They addressed that.
I know, but that's what I mean. He's like just fine with it. And then Reggie just comes back, and he's like, yeah, I want to work for you again. And it's like, what?
How can I prove myself? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Like at the same time, like Hiram hates Riverdale. He hates Riverdale High. So, like, if Reggie went to that side, shouldn't he, like, totally, like, murder Reggie or something like that?
Well, not murder Reggie, but, like, why is Reggie just like, yeah, okay, fuck. I had a spat with you, but now I want to help you again. Like, what? Like, I just thought that was, like, so weird.
This is a very weird show.
I mean, yeah, I know, but it was just, like, literally, like, the writers forgot almost 100% of what they wrote. Literally the last episode.
Yeah.
It's, like, two different, like directors were, like, directing the two episodes. Like director A did episode 9, and then director B did episode like 10 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, someone did episode 9 and then they were fired because they had a good idea. So they brought in another director.
Yeah. Probably.
Anyway, Archie's boss in the military comes. They're like, yeah, I want to give you this award for saving lives, and Archie's just like, hey, no.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he's like, I want to give you this award for this mission or whatever that I guess he was on. Yeah. But then he was like, but then Archie's like, I don't feel right accepting this award since so many of my people, I guess, so many of my friends died or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But then he basically just like starts, he's basically like threatening a little bit, like the officer, his boss, is like, no, you will fucking accept this thing. And then Archie's like, what the fuck? And then so that's like a plot, or that's Archie's plot, kind of subplot throughout this thing, this episode at least. And then what happens after that? Oh, sorry, you're cutting out again?
More Jughead with more writer's block.
Oh,
Betty finding information on her father or whatever. And then Veronica gets photos of she from Chad. And so she has to go to New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's basically like, send me the fucking divorce papers, and then he's just like, no, fuck you.
Actually,
and then yeah, he
photos.
sends. Yeah, and then he sends fucking photos of like I know where you were, or whatever the fuck. But it's like, is that Archie in the photo? Or something, or is that someone else? Because to me it looked like it was like Archie and Veronica.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then she basically just like, yeah, I need to go there. And she calls Archie and tells him.
Yeah. And then Archie is like teaching his military class. He's like, you guys follow an order no matter what?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah. Even if the commanding officer says no. And like his commanding officer is actually in the room.
Yeah.
Making him look bad. Pretty funny.
No, he's basically, yeah. He's basically like, should you follow an order if your commanding officer tells you, and then the class goes, yeah, and then he goes, yeah, that's right. But then he goes, but what if you don't agree with the order or whatever? And then the fucking officer guy's like, yeah, he's in the same fucking room. And then he's just like,
bro, what the fuck?
And he's just like, yeah, you follow it, soldier. And then
he's like, bro, what the fuck?
And then Archie's just like, no, I don't think so, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then the officer guy just leaves.
Yeah. But then, Reggie, gets Nana to sign the whatever property lease.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he goes there and talks to fucking the old woman.
Yeah. And then Holly's two kids push some kid down the school.
Yeah.
This?
Not gonna lie, I completely forgot that they had kids. I was like, oh right, yeah, they have fucking, she has children. And they're fucking like, what, 7 or something, or 10 years old?
Yeah.
But like, no, 7 I guess, because it was 7 years, right, since that happened. Yeah, probably around 7 or 8 or whatever. And then like, oh man. Yeah, it was so weird. I forgot how, like, I forgot that their names are just fucking stupid. It's like Dagwood and like Juniper or whatever. And I'm like, okay, Juniper I can understand, but like, Dagwood? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck? Like, are you naming them after a street?
They sound like names from a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Griffins and Gargoyles, am I right? Boys?
You are right.
Am I right, fam? Yeah, that's right. Anyway,
yeah, and then basically, yeah, they're just like, I guess the school called them, and the mom the mom was like, because you pushed down the kids, or you pushed the kids near the, or you pushed them down or whatever, right? Or you hurt them?
Yeah,
down
he
the stairs
pushed the
or
kid
something.
down the stairs. Yeah, concussion and like he broke his shoulder or something.
Yeah, and then they're just staring blankly, and then like, and then and then Betty's there too, and she's all just like, I mean, you know, you could have really hurt them or whatever. But then the kids are still just staring blankly, like with no emotion, or like with remorse. And it's like, holy fuck.
No remorse, and then there's this like her husband in the background. He's just like whispering, "Serial killer Gene."
No, they didn't. They didn't say that, but fucking.
Oh, but they may as well have. Anyway,
but Betty and the mom have a look, and that's,
yeah. Tabitha and Jughead are talking. Yeah, that kiss was interesting, but let's stay friends.
Yeah,
like, that's gonna happen.
I was like, yeah,
come
totally.
on. I know Riverdale better than that.
Yeah. You do. Because you'd be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I always hate when they do that in fucking shows.
And they're like...
There's like, let's be friends. It's like...
This is so funny, because Jughead, he's like, right, fuck. I need to do
sorry,
mushrooms.
You're breaking up?
Oh. Jughead saying, Tabitha, in order for me to get over my writer's block, I need to do mushrooms, and you're gonna do them with me.
Yeah.
Just like, the fuck?
No, he doesn't say you're gonna do them with me. He says you have to
watch me.
Watch me, yeah, watch me do it. To keep me safe or whatever, because I fucking...
Which is like, equally
dumb.
weird.
Yeah. And it's basically like he that's what he did for the first book as well.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, wait, you mean you had to do this for the first book, even though the first book was basically an autobiography of what happened? You know, like what happened in the town like 7 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't... I don't know about you, but I don't need to have that much creative juice to write what the fuck just happened to me on Monday.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's your story, you know what happened. I don't know, I just thought that, I thought that was funny to me. But yeah, he has that thing, and then she's basically like, no, I'm not gonna help you. I don't want to be there. Like, I'll be friends with you, but I don't want to do that. Type of thing. And then, yeah, and then I guess it goes to the next scene. Or the next event.
We've actually already talked about these.
What happened?
She's going in New York.
Right, okay, yeah.
And
yeah, she talks to Archie, right?
Yeah, and Betty and Alice are talking to the kids about what they did. Any creepy level shit.
Yeah.
Cheryl's scolding her Nana for signing the property release form. She rips it up, blah blah blah.
Right. Is that when she goes to the... Is she still talking? Is she still in the house though, or did she go to...
No, they're in the house together.
Oh, okay, so it's just them. Okay.
Right. Ed is talking to his contact about getting magic mushrooms, and then Archie randomly gets. Okay, this is so weird. He randomly gets this phone call from a reporter in the mission you went on, and that it was a dirty mission.
Right. Yeah.
Coincidentally.
Yeah. He's like, I'm a reporter and I have some evidence or whatever that was some fishy shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, okay.
God, dude, this is like the funniest scene after this.
Okay.
Like the Betty and her man toy, I don't even know at this point.
Oh yeah.
They're having dinner.
Yeah, because they're having dinner or whatever, right?
Yeah, they're having dinner. Just casually brings up that he's doing his dissertation on her family being serial killers.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I was like, what?
I mean, like,
I forgot how it was brought up, but yeah, it was like.
But like, to be fair, that's hard to bring up. But he just brought it up so casually.
Yeah. He's like, your family's perfect. Whatever it is, like case study or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh god, that's not what you say. Because it was like, you're not a serial killer, but you were born with your brother or whatever, but your brother is a serial killer because his dad was a serial killer or something. But your dad wasn't born a serial killer, but then I guess I guess he was trained to be one or something. It was like the difference of nurture versus nature or something. Yeah. And then now, yeah, because I think they were talking about the twins or something. And then she was talking to him about the twins.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I need to talk to them. By the way, I'm doing my dissertation on your family being serial killers. And she's like, what?
It's funny though because like he mentions that she's not a serial killer cause whatever. But then like, I think in one of the episodes, she like is literally gonna kill a dude. And like, do you remember that? I'm pretty sure it wasn't this one. This episode. Cause like, other shit happens that we'll get to. But like, remember, she like ties someone up in the woods and is literally about to shoot the guy in the head. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, in the forest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was literally about to kill a guy in cold blood, and then she doesn't.
Yeah, and then she only doesn't just because she gets a fucking phone call.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the guy's like, you're not a serial killer. I'm like, oh, she might as well almost be one. She's really fucking close.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I don't fucking go up and tie random people to trees. And almost shoot them in the head.
So, Archie then visits his uncle in prison. And his uncle says, do you stand with your commander or the men you save? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
he
basically asked him for advice.
Yeah.
About what to do.
But he also says things are heating up in this prison, there could be a riot.
Yeah, he's like, things are getting weird. Seems like there might be a riot or something.
Yeah.
And then Archie's just like, okay.
Yeah. And then Reggie and Hiram are having a drink, and Cheryl comes by, and she's like, joke's on all of you. My grandmother's insane. I had her declared mentally unfit, so this contract is bullshit.
Yeah. She's like, I declared her mentally unfit like fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, she's like, she basically says, yeah, she can't sign for shit.
Yeah.
Then she leaves, and like, Reggie tries to talk to Hiram, and Hiram's just like, just fix it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because they're fucking like celebrating, right? They're like, he's like, good job, and then they're like gonna have like a whiskey or whatever. And then like, and then she just bursts in. And he's like, he's about to be like, I can explain. But then, but then Hiram's just like, fucking fix it, bitch.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck. And then, what happens after that? God, I have such bad memory. Otherwise, I would like try to keep going on with the thing.
Yeah.
It also switches a lot, so that doesn't help.
No.
Between
But,
different
okay, so
peoples.
Jughead's. So yeah, they were celebrating, and then Cheryl pops by, and I was just like, just fucking fix this. And then Jughead's ex delivers the magic mushrooms.
Oh yeah, because he calls earlier, I think, to someone.
Yeah, but he doesn't know it's her.
Yeah, well, no, it's someone else. And then he's like, okay. He's like, can you just deliver it to me here? And he's like, all right. And then and then it ends up being right when he's in the middle of work. And it's fucking his girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend shows up, the Asian one from the beginning of like of episode 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Tabitha says, it's okay, I'll watch you do the magic mushrooms. And then that's the end of that scene. Yeah.
Well, because I think it was revealed in the... I think when Tabitha and fuck, what's his name? Jughead were talking earlier. It's mentioned that they have a very... Jughead and the Asian girl have a toxic relationship of like, of kind of like an on again, off again thing. And then they just like dump, and then so that's why she comes there, and then she basically alludes. She's basically like, man, I wanna fuck you or whatever, I guess, or let's do it together one more time. And then Tabitha comes in and goes, actually, I'm his girlfriend. And then no, she comes in, and then the Asian girl's like, who are you? And then Tabitha's like, I'm his girlfriend. And then they're like, oh, okay, and then she like leaves, but then she like is like, I need the money up front or whatever. And the Jughead's like, I'll spot you later. And then she's like, I need it now or something.
Yeah.
And then as she leaves, Jughead's like, so I guess we're a thing now or whatever. And then she's like, I'll help you with this one time. with this
because he's like, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend Tabitha.
Yeah. And then Tabitha's like, I'll help you with this, just this one time. With this fucking mushroom thing. And then I think, does it go to... does this go to Archie in the school, or does it go to
no, it goes
Betty?
To Veronica going to New York.
Oh, okay.
She walks in her apartment and Chad's there with ordered Chinese food and candle lights.
Right.
Like, yeah, we do it all the time. Blah 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 blah. And then, yeah, well, that's Taco Bell. Like, whatever. Man, I don't have any time for this guy because he's just really annoying.
Yeah. No, he's clearly just a fucking dick. Which is revealed later, he's even more of a dick. But yeah, no, basically he's like, I signed the papers already, but just have this one last dinner with me, I guess. Which I guess it's supposed to be... It's supposed to be like what happened in their first date, I guess?
Yeah. But in between those two scenes, like their dinner and sitting on the ground and eventually dancing, so Tabitha bakes the mushrooms into a burger.
Right. Because that's the best way to take them, I guess.
Because reasons?
Just fucking to put it into a legendary burger. Fucking to put it into a Big Mac.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then like Jughead like eats it, and then she's just like waiting there looking at him all awkwardly. And then he's like, it takes a while for it to kick in. You can just come in, you don't have to stay here the whole time. You can just come in periodically or whatever. And then she's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'll just leave and I'll come back.
Yeah. And then Veronica and Chad are talking, and they're dancing, and then they're making out.
Yeah. And then I think Veronica asked like a really weird question about something about, because I think they had an accident in a car where they both almost died.
Helicopter.
What?
Helicopter.
Was it a helicopter? I thought it was a car.
Yeah. It was a helicopter. I literally watched this episode tonight.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
Well, I don't know. You might have forgot things, maybe.
Look. Rad only affects you if it's one day or more.
If it's one day. It only affects you if it's 6+ hours ahead of...
Yeah. And so after scene, there's an
okay, so it's a helicopter then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
that gets explained later.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, because she tells it to Archie. Yeah.
She tells it later to Archie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Weird. I thought she talked to him about it.
Yeah, but no, she also tells Archie.
Oh, okay, okay. Alright, well, I'll get some... Alright, okay.
Yes, yes, it was... she told it to Archie earlier. Saying that, like, she owes Chad. Archie wished he was dead. So when they're taking the helicopter back to wherever...
Right, yeah,
something goes wrong and she ends up waking in the hospital. She feels like shit for being dead.
Yeah, for wishing that.
She's like, I owe him, I need to go back, blah blah blah. So yeah.
Even though, okay, I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but...
I know. Yeah. Fast forward to now, there's an explosion.
Sorry, your thing's cutting out again?
Oh, okay. So there's an explosion at the prison.
Right.
And everyone escapes, including Cheryl's mother.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Like, yeah, a shit ton of people escape, and then yeah, her mother escapes.
And while that's going on, Reggie is setting fire to all the maple trees.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is like it's like the most CG fucking fire bullshit, fake fire in the world.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that totally looks real.
Yeah.
And it just spreads up the tree like so quickly, but he's still standing like 2 inches away from it too.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Reggie, are you dead?
It's like, wouldn't you that catch on fire? Oh man.
Yeah.
Cause like he dumps the gas can too, I think, cause it's a gas can that he's using. And it's just right beside him. I'm like, wouldn't the fire just catch the gas can that you just fucking put on the floor there?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, and then it goes back to the school, right? Or does it?
Yeah, they're like locked in at the school because some of the inmates broke into the school.
Yeah.
Because they were told to.
Yeah, no, it's like, I think it's like the power goes out, right? And then everyone's like, oh, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and then Archie goes to fucking investigate.
Yeah. And then, the twins' birthday party at Betty's house.
Right,
like the
yeah.
Kids' birthday party.
Yeah, the party.
That former FBI guy who claimed he was Betty's brother, he shows up with Chick.
Yep.
And they're like, they're not here to hurt us. And then Alice reveals that, yeah, I'm actually an ordained minister.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get married here right now.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Yeah, because they break out of the prison, and fucking. I mean, it is her brother, right? The FBI guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't claim it like he is. They are brother, or she is. He is her brother.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And then
Archie is then at school. That's the next scene.
Yeah. Oh, then also they show Chick, and he's just like fucking has like a full head of hair.
Yeah.
And he looks fucking taller too. I don't know if it's just me.
Because reasons.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Anyway, that scene stops, and then Archie's in the auto shop.
Yeah.
And they're fighting.
This part, I was like, what? For some reason, the what's the word? The circuit for the electricity in the school is in the auto shop for some reason.
Yeah, coincidentally.
Just right in the middle of like where any kid can touch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, okay, and then it's like it looks like it was breaking into, because there's a lock on it, but it's been cut or whatever. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he gets fucking ambushed by a fucking inmate, and he's like, what the fuck? And then this whole fight just fucking breaks out.
It's ridiculous. It's like Archie's like this thin little fuck, and the guy he's fighting is basically Bane.
Yeah.
Like this.
Well, he fights multiple people.
Guy.
He's just fighting the shit out of like all these.
Because I have the episode here on Netflix right now. I'm looking at all the thumbnails.
Yeah.
And like, there's literally this one scene where, like, you know how he throws them against the lockers?
Yeah.
The way it's been paused in the thumbnail, Archie looks like he's like fucking Spider-Man about to leap off the lockers.
Yeah,
so he
fights like multiple. There's like a shit ton of them, and he just starts like beating the shit up. Just starts fighting all these inmates, and it's like, what the fuck?
And then he knocks the guy out, but another guy comes with like a machete, and he manages to knock that guy out too.
Right.
And then held at gunpoint by this other guy.
Yeah. Because like
Archie holds a machete to his neck.
Yeah. It was so funny that I think it was the really big guy that he had trouble with fighting. he like lures him over. Cause he like peeks around the corner and he's like, oh, what the fuck? There's lots of guys, and then all these guys kind of like go away, break off. And then there's one big, just massive, like the fucking Bane guy you were saying. And then, to fucking lure him over, he just like throws the, like, was it the crowbar on the ground? Cause he had a crowbar, I guess. And then the guy like comes over, he's like, oh, what the fuck? And he just like ambushes him. And I was like, why wouldn't you like use it to make a sound for him to come over and then like have the crowbar in your hand instead of throwing it away?
Exactly.
And then yeah, he captures that guy. And then yeah, he has the machete up to his throat. But then he just like knocks him out, I guess, with the blunt side of the machete or whatever.
Yeah. Or is it the blunt side of the gun or something like that? I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure it's machete.
Okay. Yeah.
And then yeah, he picks up the gun or whatever. And then he starts walking. Yeah. Or they start making like plans or whatever, and then because like in that room there's the gay guy, Kevin, I guess, and then there's a bunch of kids, I guess, and some other teachers.
Yeah. And
then there's the main officer guy.
Yeah.
And then the officer guy says one thing, and then Archie's like, no, fuck you, I'll do this other thing. And then they both go off in the fucking hallway or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, and then the wedding continued. Weird. It's just so weird because apparently like Betty's brother and her like husband, man toy, ex-husband, whatever, were in the academy together, and brother hates him, so he ties him to a chair, and we're like, we're gonna play a game called Prick the Pincushion Man or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, or we'll play.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you gotta set it up. You just like bowl through that whole thing. But yeah, basically, well, I mean the whole like incident, you just like bowled right through it.
Oh, cause I can't remember like, can't remember the whole thing. They had the wedding. Yeah,
well they're gonna. Like, did they already have it, or they're gonna have it or something?
Oh shit! No! Hang on. I forgot that like into the house halfway through.
Sorry, what?
So they're having the wedding right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like, and then Betty's husband comes in the way through the ceremony or whatever.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, yeah.
We find out. Yeah, because we find out that her.
Okay, you're kind of cutting out a little bit, yeah. But yeah, basically, Chick and the guy are gonna get married, right? It's the whole thing, and then they're gonna. Yeah. Betty's mom is gonna officiate it, and then. Yeah, as they're going through it or whatever. Oh yeah, he also has a fucking gun. At one point that he puts on the table.
Yeah.
And Betty's like, cause like, the mom's just like, it'll be fine, they're fine, and then fucking just puts a gun on the table. And I think they have a knife too. And Betty's just like, he has a gun!
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. And then yeah, at some point, like you're saying, that guy comes in, into the, like, I guess with fucking flowers and chocolate or whatever. And then, of course, at the same time as they're doing this thing, and then they're just like, "Oh shit!" And then, yeah, they're like, Betty's FBI brother is like, "Oh hey, rival," or whatever, because I guess they were rivals.
Yeah,
in the school.
I guess.
And then fucking Betty like throws him under the bus, which is like the funniest fucking thing.
Oh yeah. She's like, yeah, he's writing a book on all of us and why we're serial killers.
Yeah, she's like, she's gonna write a book about fucking our family for his dissertation. And then everyone's all like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm like, "Why would you? Why don't you just throw him under the bus when there's two serial killers in your fucking house with guns?"
Because it's Riverdale.
Yeah. And then fucking chick is like, "I'm a part of the family" or whatever, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then like the boyfriend or the FBI guy's like, "I know, sweetie," or whatever. And I was like, "Okay, this is kind of weird now." and then does it go to the pincushion man already? Does it cut to
Not
that
yet.
scene? Oh, okay.
It cuts to Archie's uncle arriving at the school, and they just say out and stuff like that. Then
Right,
it
yeah,
comes
'cause
back
he-
to the pincushion man gang.
Yeah, because his uncle bursts, because his uncle's in the prison, and he bursts into the fucking
Yeah.
school, and he's like, "I'm here," and then like, and then as they close the door, there's a bunch of more people trying to get in from the prison, I guess. And
Yeah.
then they fucking deduce that it's Hiram, I guess, setting this whole thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
it goes to the Betty scene again.
Pincushion man, yeah. So
Right.
originally they were gonna have the two kids stab Betty's husband.
Yeah. Which I don't understand the point of this game, because it's supposed to be
know.
a game,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, okay, what is the game? You're just stabbing someone. Just call it, we're gonna stab someone. Why is it this fucking elaborate name?
I don't know.
And then there's like
Because it's
rules,
Riverdale.
but then it's just literally just, okay, I'm gonna stab you.
Because it's Riverdale, there's
Yeah.
reason.
So the reason for the fucking show name, Pincushion Man, is it's this fucking game, and they're like, we're gonna play a game, and this is the Pincushion Man. And then they just tie the rival guy that's Betty's thing or whatever, and they tie him to a thing, and then they're like, we stabbed the guy in the stomach or whatever. But it turns out it has to be the like the youngest siblings or whatever.
Yeah, but
So
Betty
they're like,
manages to convince them not to do that.
Yeah. So they're
So
like
she
the
does it.
young woman has to do it, and then the fucking chick hands the fucking knife over to the 9-year-old,
Yeah.
and is like,
And-
here, you just gotta poke this into him slightly or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's this scene where her brother is like hitting. Oh, this makes so much more sense now. Her brother's insane.
Yeah. No, cause yeah. So yeah, like you said, they convince, or Betty convinces them to not. They're like they're just kids. They're still innocent. Don't need to fucking
Yeah.
ruin them. And then
Oh,
and that's why he's hitting his head, because he's
gone.
like he's thinking, and he's like, oh shit. And he's like, all right, yeah, you're right. They don't need to lose their innocence now. But then he's
No,
like, but then that
I
means
think
you
it's
have
just-
to do it.
I think like her brother actually is.
I mean, no shit. He's fucking murdering people.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's like off his meds or something too. I don't know.
I mean,
Anyway, so
he's
she-
obviously a little insane because he's fucking murdering people. Oh, you're cutting out a little bit?
Okay, so Betty does it, and she makes sure she stabbed him in a particular place so that he.
I mean, I guess that was her plan. She's just
And
like,
then-
it looks like she's like not gonna do it. She's like hesitant, and then she's like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and then fucking just stabs him.
Yeah, stabs him, pulls a knife, and like like expert throws this knife right at Chick and kills him instantly. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I don't think it kills him, but yeah, she fucking throws the knife at the guy, at Chick. To like disarm her, I guess. It just fucking like hits him right in the stomach. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then Betty's mom goes after her brother and like Betty's brother. And they're like wrestling.
Her son,
and you
I
hear
guess.
a gunshot goes off. Her brother's dead now.
Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah. It fucking like Betty, yeah. The fucking mom decides to go after the brother with the gun, and they're wrestling on the floor, and then I guess somehow she gets a hold of the gun and then she shoots him. I thought it was Betty at first, but then I guess it was her. It was the mom that did it. And then she shoots a fucking hole in his chest. I was like, Jesus Christ. And then and then I guess it cuts away after that, right?
Yeah. And then Jughead is hallucinating on trees and imagining his ex and Betty in the same room wanting to have sex with him. Yeah.
I was like, okay. I mean, I guess he's on shrooms, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
he's fucking just hallucinating his... Yeah, Betty, and then... Yeah, the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was kind of toxic. And then, did he hallucinate Tabitha or no?
I don't think she...
Right.
She, like, handcuffed him to the table or something in case anything happens. Yeah. Oh, and then, yeah. This is another really strange scene. It's the Blossom House, and her mom shows up from the prison.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, you need to look outside, everything's on fire, and they look outside, and it's
yeah.
And like, there's only one solution. We need to sacrifice the non-Blossom here.
Yeah, the fucking grandmother is like, we need to sacrifice the interloper or whatever the fuck she used.
Yeah, we need to either be unhappy or we need to sacrifice the person in here.
Yeah, we need to fucking murder someone.
And then she's like, okay, I'm out. she leaves.
And then like yeah, fucking Cheryl and her mother look at each other and they're both like, they both look at each other and then look back at her and then she's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm out. And then she runs away.
Yeah. And they're like, we need to pray. And then they pray to like do some sort of random...
Yeah, so she leaves and then they're like, I forgot that Cheryl and her mom talk like fucking weirdos for some reason.
Yeah.
They talk like they're from like the last century.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't take Chase. There is another way. We need to pray for strong winds. And then they go and they fucking, all of them pray for fucking wind.
Yeah, to like some satanic god. That's what it looks like.
And then they're all praying, and then all of a sudden there is fucking wind. That just happens. And then it actually just stops the burning. I was like, okay then. I mean, you could have called the fire department, I guess, too, but I guess Archie's busy, so we can't do that.
Weird ass, fucked up way worked, I guess.
Yep.
And then, yeah, so next scene. We had debt, Veronica and Chad. And
oh yeah.
He's like, I figured out a way to fix our debt by investments and investments.
Yeah.
And if that's, and he was like, but it's okay. I use your company to make them.
Yeah. It's like
the fuck.
It's so dumb. Yeah, it's like he's basically, yeah, he's in debt or whatever, but then he's like, I'm gonna get investments to get out of debt, which, you know, that always works. Because that's like, that's like losing money at gambling, and then you're like, you know what, how I'm gonna make the money back? I'm gonna gamble some more. And make more money off of the gambling.
Yeah.
And then of course, yeah, he puts it under no, she puts it, he puts it under her company's name of like that store or whatever that she has in Riverdale.
Yeah.
So he's like,
she has that store.
So he's basically just like, I don't think you want to break up with me, or I don't think you want to divorce me, because if you do, then you'll be on the hook for all this money or whatever the fuck. You have all this debt. I'm like, what the fuck? So this guy like did this on purpose just to keep her? Or...
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Like, he obviously did it on purpose just to be like, just so she doesn't leave him, type of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
What a Chad, am I right?
Yep. That's exactly what a Chad would do.
Yeah, and then I think like one of the it's last scene. Archie and his superior officer are talking, and they're like, we'll see who like you or me or whatever.
Sorry, cut out.
Okay, so beginning. Like Archie and his like superior officer are talking.
Yeah.
And they're Archie's like, yeah, I'm not gonna accept that medal. There's something shady going on, blah blah blah. And then his superior officer is like, well, we'll see who Washington believes more.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they're gonna go to court or whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna sue him. Because he's gonna put him as a scapegoat or whatever, I guess, of the mission failing or whatever. Like he's gonna put Archie as the scapegoat.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Jughead wakes up. He sees that he wrote the whole episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
before that, I forgot to. I don't know if you mentioned that, but I forgot to mention that. So like, I think Tabitha chains him to the. She comes back and he's high. Yeah. And then he fuck, what does he do? He like starts, kind of hitting on her a little bit, and then she's like, okay, he's just dancing randomly. And then she's okay, you need to do the work or whatever, right? You need to finish this thing because that's why you're here. So she like, she handcuffs him to like the fucking desk to write, and then she leaves, and he's like, what the fuck? And they just is handcuffed there. And then while he's hallucinating with those girls, one of them like unlocks the handcuffs and he starts walking around. So I'm like, wait, who the fuck unhandcuffed him? Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, is this hallucination or not?
Yeah. So
and then he goes on the bed and he starts like, I guess, having sex with all these different people. Oh yeah, this is the funniest thing for me. Oh my god, I can't believe. Oh my god, I just remembered it too. When it's doing those weird scenes where he's like on the bed or whatever, and then it kind of cuts to like those weird lights in the tunnel in the entrance of that underground base that he's in. They have like this weird sound where it's like that. What's it called? Like Wilhelm scream or whatever. Okay. Where it's like, I think that's the name of it, right? Where it's like it goes, like it's that classic like yell or falling thing. Okay. You'll know if you heard it. But it's like, I thought it was so, I was like, why did they put that there? It's like the Wilhelm yell or something, or sound effect or fall or something. It's so funny. It's like, or something like that. And I was like, who the fuck, is that Jughead doing that? And then it shows like an alien in the fucking entrance of the thing, and it's like an actual alien. But this is like when he's high, so it's like, wait, is he actually just high, or is there an actual alien? Like we don't fucking know.
We don't know.
And then it cuts to, and then we're back to where he's not high, I guess now. And then he goes up to his thing. He's like, oh shit, I actually wrote it, and it's like some fucking weird ass. I forgot the name of it. It's like some weird ass name. And he's like, all right, but then there's like some noise, and there's like the UFO light at the entrance of the tunnel, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then like he goes to it, and then it like cuts away, and then goes on to the next scene.
Yeah, and then Archie's uncle is at his house saying his mom has talked to the parole board about what he did, like how he helped. So we'll see.
Right.
And then Archie gets a call from Veronica saying that she needs to stay here, and then it's a long story, and I'll explain. She turns into kind of a dick. He's like, "Sounds fun. Bye."
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, you also could have just explained it. I always hate that in movies when they're like, "I can't explain it to you. I have no time," and it's like, you have all the time. You can explain it to me right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then Hiram and Reggie are celebrating because, like, the damage to Riverdale High, they won't open them up. And the groves burned.
Yeah, but then they're like, it's not all burned, but some of it is, I guess.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so they're saying, like, with it burned like that, they'll have to sell to him.
Yeah.
And then Betty and Alice are talking about how another agency is looking after the case for Polly. But
okay.
Yeah, but Betty's gonna keep looking anyway.
Right. Okay. No, she said the FBI is looking. Or no, yeah, because it's a different jurisdiction or something, right? Or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand that.
Yeah, and then Tabitha comes down to the bunker and finds the plate with bloody handprints.
Yeah. She comes in and is like,
handcuffs.
The handcuffs are bloody, and the fucking paper that was written, it's got like blood splatters on it and shit. Which it didn't have it on when Jughead first woke up. So it's like, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And then since he's not high anymore, I guess. Like we're not sure about the alien being real, but the like those lights and shit were definitely real.
Yeah.
At least, yeah, because he's not high anymore. But then like we're like, what the fuck? Where'd he go? Which I'm still confused how he got out of the. Because I think he was out of the handcuffs too. Even like when he first had woken up.
Exactly.
Like when he was not high the next day. Yeah, so I don't know how he got out of that. Unless I guess someone helped him.
And then it cuts to the title, as if we didn't know what the title was.
I was like, I forgot what I was watching.
Yeah. What show is this? It looks bad.
It looks bad. Yeah. It looks really, really bad.
So yeah.
Oh my god. I was just imagining, because I'm like, wait, how do you get out of the handcuffs? I'm just imagining this guy, like, because it's probably gonna be like a real dude revealed to be, and he's just like, he just like comes in there, unhandcuffs him, helps him, you know, makes him right here. He writes the paper, and then he leaves, and then he comes back, like, you know, hours later with like lights or whatever, and then to trick him into coming with him, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he beats him up, puts blood on the. I was like, wait, why? Like, why did you make him fucking get up to begin with? Just to fucking see that he was okay? And then he wrote it? Like, why didn't you take him when he was hallucinating? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
No, that's weird. Yeah, that was I guess that was. Yeah, that was the last scene, right?
It was.
Cool. Oh my god, we're finally all caught up.
Nice.
It feels like so long. And then, I guess, yeah, it's July, 2 weeks from now. So, July 2nd or so, right? The next episode 11?
Yeah, July 7th.
Oh, July 7th, okay. And then we'll be all fucking caught up. We'll be all good.
So.
I'm excited for that. And then I don't know what we're gonna do for next for other episodes, when we're waiting, I guess. Either we won't do them or we'll just like do some movie thing or something. Probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll find some shitty movie to review.
Yeah. Probably. But yeah. I don't know. What do you think is gonna happen?
Like, I'm pretty sure the Trash Bag Killer is gonna make some sort of appearance.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we might be right on the trash bag. Might be the father. Fucking reincarnated back from the dead again.
Yeah. Exactly.
What else was I gonna say though? I was just thinking too, like, about this earlier, not earlier, but like other times, that like, I think that they're probably gonna do the whole, you know, with the alien, you know, maybe being real or not. It's probably not gonna be real, and like they're gonna somehow explain it. I don't know how the fuck.
Yeah.
But somehow. But then like, you know, the part where, like, there's gonna be one part where it's not gonna be explainable, and you're like, what the fuck? And then there's gonna be that little hint of, oh, you know, that alien wasn't real, but maybe there actually are aliens that are real. You know?
Yeah.
In the universe. Because I think that, unless that story was fake, that story with the like the 7 people with Pop in the chocolate shop.
Yeah.
I think that's probably gonna be like, oh, maybe that was actually real. We don't know. But then everything else isn't. Yeah, man. But yeah, that was it for Riverdale. Sorry, like I said again, for us being super late on it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching all the way if you guys have. And yeah.
And we'll
be on the lookout.
see you back in a couple of weeks.
We'll finally cut up. Be on the lookout for the. We will try to do it as the same, like as it's being released the same week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to the new episodes coming out because I feel like it's gonna be shit as usual. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. See you guys.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Peace. Sweet.